how's it going, guys? This is Peet from the FreedomInGod YouTube channel. So, how can you believe in Jesus when there is no evidence of him outside the Bible? I've seen this been brought up a couple of times by seculars, and this statement has faulty reasoning. The so-called need to see extra biblical references is an avoidance mechanism, and here's why. The original writings, the Gospels, were outside the Bible when they were written. The canonical writings were not organized as such until hundreds of years later. To anyone of the first few centuries, the writings about Jesus were independent documents. The New Testament is simply a collection or a library of works that were gathered together later because they were determined to be trustworthy. So until they were gathered together in a formal format, all of them were outside the Bible. So let's think about the logic here. Supposedly there needs to be trustworthy writings about Jesus that are not in the Bible to trust Jesus' validity. At a point in the previous history, a council gathered up all the trustworthy writings about Jesus and bound them in a work called the Bible. Therefore, there are not many trustworthy writings about Jesus that is outside the Bible. It's self-defeating reasoning. It's just an avoidance mechanism. It's a convenient way to avoid the story of Christ. If most of the trustworthy writings are gathered together into the Bible, then of course you will not find many trustworthy references to Jesus in other outside sources. But there are evidence about Jesus found in early non-Christian writings. There is evidence from Tacitus, a Roman historian, evidence from the letters of Pliny the Younger to Emperor Trajan, evidence from Josephus, a 1st century Jewish historian, from the Babylonian Talmud, and from Lucian of Samosata, who was a 2nd century Greek satirist. First, both Josephus and Lucian indicate that Jesus was regarded as wise. Second, Pliny, the Talmud, and Lucian imply he was powerful and a revered teacher. Third, both Josephus and the Talmud indicate he performed miraculous feats. Fourth, Tacitus, Josephus, the Talmud, and Lucian all mention that he was crucified. Tacitus and Josephus say this occurred under Pontius Pilate, and the Talmud declares it happened on the eve of Passover. Fifth, there are possible references to the Christian belief in Jesus' resurrection in both Tacitus and Josephus. Sixth, Josephus records that Jesus' followers believed he was the Christ or Messiah. And finally, both Pliny and Lucian indicate that Christians worship Jesus as God. There is overwhelming evidence for the existence of Jesus Christ, both in secular and biblical history. Perhaps one of the greatest evidence that Jesus did exist, died, and rose from the dead is the fact that literally thousands of Christians in the 1st century AD, including the 12 apostles, were willing to give their lives as martyrs for Jesus Christ. People will die for what they believe to be true, but no one will die for what they know to be a lie. Thanks for watching, guys, and may you all have a blessed day.